No prizes for guessing that this has got to be a musician's house, and one who's a big enough noise to warrant a rehearsal room at the bottom of the garden. For this particular musician is not just a drummer. It's Roy Castle, dancer, singer, comedian, multi-instrumentalist, and gardening fanatic. When you do this kind of thing, you need all the space you can get. It's all very well when something nasty happens down in the rehearsal room, but when Roy insists on experimenting in the open air, the neighbours have either got to be very indulgent or else a long way off. Roy's neighbours are both, which has left him with quite an acreage that he could have just allowed to run wild. Instead, he's turned it into a garden. Roy, have you always been interested in gardening?
Well, not really, no. I've just taken it up this last couple of years because we need to grow our own food. It's getting more and more apparent that we're going to have to feed ourselves, and so I've had a bit of a go at it.
But is that the only reason? I mean, it's not just practical. You must like it.
Yeah, I like it, and also I used to play a lot of golf, but that's a bit antisocial. You see, you have to go away for 3.5 to 4 hours to play golf, whereas in the garden you can potter about for an hour or two or 5 or 10 minutes, and as you're walking about you can pick a few weeds up, and there's sort of something to show for it, I suppose.
Now, this is vegetable, isn't it?
Most of it's vegetable, yes. There's only 3 roots in this lot.
Good Lord.
Yeah, there's vegetable spaghetti and zucchini in the middle, and then there's burning bush. They go red in the autumn, and then we have red hussar in the front. There was also some lobelia, but the drought got rid of them.
Vegetable spaghetti, that's a joke, isn't it?
No, it's true. I'm growing them. Can you see them here? There's lots of them, you know.
It's the old April Fool one, isn't it?
No, it's true. Vegetables. Do you want to see one?
Yeah.
You shall go to the ball. I'll cut one off. Yeah, look at that.
That's a marrow.
That is spaghetti, yes.
I don't believe you.
I'll tell you what you have to do. You have to boil it for about 20 minutes, like it is. Then you cut it open, and it's spaghetti. What do you think?
It doesn't taste like spaghetti.
Yeah, well, it isn't real spaghetti. It's vegetable spaghetti, isn't it?
Oh, right.
It's good for you. It's not fattening. The children love it.
It's very good.
You like it?
Beautiful.
Well, I'll have a little bit myself then now. You better go.
Is it this kind of thing, the surprises of gardening, that you like?
Well, I like to go around the seed shelves, and if you see something that's a little bit different, I like to have a go at it. Yeah. I mean, we can all grow the usual things, the cabbages, but when you suddenly see vegetable spaghetti, you think, I don't believe this, like you didn't. Perhaps you still don't. And then have a go at it. And this one is very good because it's prolific, and it has, as far as I'm concerned, it's worked. Anything that my children eat works. You like a little Parmesan, eh?
Yes.
Okay, baby.
Do you have a gardening philosophy, or do you just go out and say, I'll do this morning?
Well, at the moment, it's a bit haphazard because of my business anyway. Sometimes I'm away for 2 weeks. So that if that's at the wrong time, then of course I have to allow things to go berserk. And I come back to a lot more weeds than I should. So if I'm sort of doing a summer season, then I have to plan the garden for an autumn crop.
But that must be disastrous if you come back from a couple of months in, I don't know where, Great Yarmouth, and all your lettuces have died or something.
Yes, well, the thing is not to plant lettuce if you're going to go to Great Yarmouth. That's another philosophy. Never plant lettuce if you go to Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, you won't go far wrong there. What's your favourite kind of gardening? Is it the flowers, the shrubs, the veg, or what?
Well, I think productive stuff. What I like is to mix the flowers with the veg. if it's at all possible, so that you have something to see and something to eat from the same place.
I've heard word that you've made an incredible breakthrough in your vegetable patch. What's happened?
Well, what happened is I've got a new type of cabbage. It's called drumhead. If you look at this now, there's 6 heads on it. Now, that's an accident, because the original cabbage is a small one. You can put them 9 inches apart, which is very economical. And when it was ready, I cut it, but I didn't actually cut it off.
What did it look like when it was ready?
Well, it looked exactly like this one over here. See, it's not that big, but it's very tight. Marvellous for coleslaw.
So you cut it off, yes, and then what happened?
But I didn't cut it off very low, you see. I cut it off just where it was functional, in a sense, without the outside leaves. Now, I'd got to go out and do a couple of jobs, so I came back in a few days' time. And when I came back, I noticed that there were buds just outside where I'd cut it, you see. And if you look at this one, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 buds there. And they're just beginning to grow. So I thought, well, I'll leave it, see what happens. And this is it. There are 6 small cabbages now on the same cabbage that I've already eaten.
You'll go into the gardening books for this.
I'll tell you what, I'll be the king of Yorkshire. 7 cabbages off 1 root.
I know. Well, you've got 7-headed cabbages, but you've also got a bit of everything in this garden, haven't you? Is this the way you've planned it?
Well, it is this year. I'm getting as many vegetables as I can off this bit. And then, of course, having 4 children, I've got to have a playground, and that's just up there. I suppose some people could have made it into a tennis lawn, but as far as I'm concerned, it's better as a playground, and we can play cricket on there too. And so that's functional for the children, as long as they don't hit their balls over here into my cabbage patch, you know. We've got nice trees here. We've got some fir trees, and we've got a super conker tree there. Now, I'm the most popular person in this street at the end of September. They all say, "Can we come look for conkers, Mr. Castle?" And
Do they talk like that in Gerrard's Cross?
Well, mine do. They have to ask me, you see. And then, of course, we just got a little bit of flowers and that around to make it look reasonably colourful. And also we can eat nearly almost everything, apart from the paving slabs.
Now, I once made a film about some people who talk to their flowers and get amazing results. Do you do that, Roy?
I wondered why you'd come here. No, I don't actually talk to them because they don't understand the Yorkshire accent, you see. I play to them, you know.
Really?
Yeah, sure. They like music, don't they?
Well, I don't know.
It all depends, you know, how good they are, whether they like good music or bad music.
And yours like which?
Well, I've never really found out. I've played all kinds of things to them, you see. It all depends. You never know whether they're a classical plant or a pop fan.